again at the city's Lucas Oil Stadium, telling us all it is time for football. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. On the Ravens sideline, look at their head coach. The side knows what's at stake here. One win away from a perfect regular season. Along the opposing sideline, the head coach of the Colts. This guy's more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. With my buddy Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. This is Rigoberto Sanchez to get us started. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. All right, and in the end block, this is going to make it out to the 30. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
He picks up a good chunk of yards here. This will be about 7. He's up to the 37.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Back-to-back carries here. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Here's Lamar. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. We have a timeout now for somebody shaken up on the previous play, and as they work on him, his teammates hoping this doesn't keep him out of the postseason. Second down now, they need 7. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. That one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Award that tackle to the effort of Leatu Latu.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Jackson throwing here. Completes beyond the marker. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Now the first carry of the game. Here's the rookie out of Utah State. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7.
Yeah, I know you can read your TV right now, okay? You know I'm smiling because that was a callback to the early days of football. Your fullbacks. Yeah, fullbacks, not running backs. They were the one that led the ground game. He didn't stop at a yard or 2. He ripped off a nice chunk for them right there.
Take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down just inside the 25. So now the Colts get their first opportunity on offense in this game. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with a loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result. So expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
He's going to be caught by Tyler Warren. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They get 18 yards out of it, and a new set of downs. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway. Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Now Jackson off the play action. Connects on the crosser. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Buys time, rolling right. This pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
When you watch the combine, you watch guys trying to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that deep out to the field, that takes it just a different level of connectedness.
Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And he's going to score a touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Colts with their offense out. Their second drive coming up. And a big setback for them to overcome early, Brock, giving them points off that interception. And for a quarterback, a tough way to start the game as well. They got to shake that off.
Yeah, but this is where you really do start to see just the cream of the crop. The quarterbacks that are the best in this league flush, no matter what the circumstances are. But especially the negative ones, you flush them away and you go persevere.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's second down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really...
And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And they don't get much after recovering the fumbles. Near turnover ends in loss of yards. Wow, this has been a rough sequence for them starting out. First the interception, and now almost get...
All the years and all the styles of play, we know one thing, Kate. Turnover margin in the NFL is the biggest indicator of winning and losing.
They dodge the turnover, but still third and pretty long. They've got to figure out.
Ready! Rocco!
Third and long for him here. Left side into the hands of Warren. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes, they so often tell the story of every position on the field. And that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end. Well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together, finding the end zone. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Henry gets it here to start the drive. Starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Lamar out of the pistol. Here he goes again. He is down at the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Baltimore first down. A gain of 27.
And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Lamar now from the gun. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense set up for 1st and goal.
He's awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out the corner of his eye, gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
180! 180!
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Ravens take a 20-zip lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21.
21. Colts, nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Returning it from the 4. That's some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting second right now across the league in rushing yards. First down now, ball at the 33.
Check!
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure is nice to run. This is
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They go again with Taylor. And this is picked up by the Ravens. Well, they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them, Kate's going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
Coach John Harbaugh sending his Ravens offense back to the field. So first down from the 41. And coming off their second red zone touchdown of this game, Brock. Make it 2 of 3 so far now. They will take that percentage every week if they can.
Yeah, championship level teams, Kate, are usually 75%. I know that's a C-plus in school, not very good. But that's championship football. 2 of 3, they're starting to near that mark.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Alpha, sit on! 180! 180! And a shot!
And off now to Hill. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
180! Finish it off!
Play action now with Jackson. Caught near the goal line. He's getting close to this lead going again. That play gives him the 1st and goal. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
180! Sit up!
Henry punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens are running away so far with a 27-zip game. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution, this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. We'll remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard
The Colts
line.
take over first and
The Colts
10.
have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
Hits his tight end on the corner route. He's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. Offense is set. First and 10.
And the Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard
Taylor, it's Taylor. Rob Flat, first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, the ref showing both individually and collectively continues with this run game. Fumble earlier, and now totally stuffed on that one.
35-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
Get it! Viking 18!
Working now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Well, we saw those guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway. We weren't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
70, go!
Here he is on third and short. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up fourth down. The Colts ready for the punt. Rigoberto Sanchez will kick it away. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. First and 10 from the 32.
Ready! Sit hot!
The drive begins with Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the effect that they were looking for there, Kate. It leaves some shuffling around here in the playbook. Aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
Ready!
Lamar off the play fake. Vacates quickly left side. Finds his fullback. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Gain 15 there. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space, find those completions outside the pocket.
First down, here's Lamar. Finds him on the slant. They take him down just as he gets inside the red zone. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's good for Ravens first down.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scar in the storm. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. It's the beats from the pirate hand. Sliding this nigga with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin.
Ready! Sit hot! Sit hot!
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's got 4 on the run. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up second and 6.
You know, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Like, doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens boat racing them to the halftime locker room. And with that reach his 23rd of the year. He's equaled the NFL record held by Randy Moss from that phenomenal 2007 campaign with the Patriots. Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Colts take over first.
Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break.
Ready, ready.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. 60.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, I know we're coming down the home stretch of his rookie campaign, and he's supposed to have learned from these mistakes. It's a long season in the NFL, and that pick shows you he's still got a lot to learn.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Sit out. 180. 180. What is it? Sit out.
Play action. Here's Jackson. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
A loss of 6
You know what they
yards.
say about assuming? Well, it's the same way on a football field. You can never assume. If you stop assuming that first sacker's going to get to the quarterback, well, you could run yourself right into trouble. This defense did. They didn't take a break, and they finally get him to the ground.
Sit out. 180. What is it? What is it?
From the gun, Jackson. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a hole. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
He was defended
Well,
by
what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Philip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man, and you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Alpha, sit out. 180. 180. What is it?
He gives to Henry on the inside handoff. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play is pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
180. Sit out.
And give it to Hill. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get more points to end the lopsided first half. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the upright. And the Ravens continue piling on to this lead. kick it away. Has this at the 6.
The Colts take over.
The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. With field position and the clock against him here, probably not going to see anything of substance. Seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it.
Here we go. Set.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its second.
17 yards.
And the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
First down.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. The incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Back to throw it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Roquan Smith with the pick.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 46. This one's center for Lamar. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the second half. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. We're just hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Colts are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd.
Got ready.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Come on. Ready.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And they drop him with a big hit. It's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too.
Yards on the play.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Pass play coming here. There's no screen here. It's down. And he'll get this up to his own 44. Malachi Starks read that nicely. He makes the stop.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? They need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
Ready.
Second down carry for Taylor. Massive hit at the end of that play. Base, but he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
They've been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, to know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Check.
Working on first down. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. He works this to the 38 before going down.
It's a gain of 8.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
At the 38-yard
Unlock
line.
live.
He'll call his own number. He has room past the 25. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. That'll go for an 18-yard gain.
Ready.
He's good for an Indianapolis first down.
Come on. Set.
On the draw, this is Taylor. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
It's out on the bootleg. That side is wheeled in by Ward. And he's brought down at the line.
There's no question, Kate. Big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite. But it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
And no one had a shot at that. It's out the back of the end zone, incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. We better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Sanders sends it through. And their opening drive does something they couldn't do in the first half, partner. Gets them on the scoreboard.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team was an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
He's got a lane up past the 30. And that's where they'll begin the drive following the return. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And you can see that he's likely in store for some serious work today. He's coming into this final game in position to finish as the league's rushing champ. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Ready? Cougar 19. Go.
Inside give to him. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
It's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. It does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here's the backup. First throw. Force that to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. It'll be third down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. This one's to Andrews outright. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. First and 10 from the 43.
Ravens.
Get it. Press all 80.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Okay,
Second and a yard.
19. Cup 19. Cup 19.
He's going to throw this one. Connecting on the slant. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Tag. Hawk 70. Ready,
There's a dive up the middle. Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play. So now a timeout for a player who was shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season.
got it. Ready?
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
They give it to him again. And he might be close to this lead going again. That play gives him a first and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate. You want to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it.
The 60. Pep. Ready?
Pass play on first and goal. Catch made. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens keeping the pedal forward and adding 6 more. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity, certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens tack on 7 more to their lead.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up, here's Luke to kick it away. Fielded at the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight.
Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on these stud tight ends, that's big time.
And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. There's a pause now. Somebody hurt on that play, and this is one to keep an eye on. It's Jonathan Taylor who's shaken up.
On the set.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Come on. Set.
Looking in the air here. Trouble now, and the ball is out. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And they retain possession, so that's positive. That's the end of the play. They lost yardage on that fumble. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
He pushes this down to the 42 before going down. 3rd and a low yard coming up.
A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
Taylor trying to run for this first. He'll get this down at the 33-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and he keeps his drive moving. 1st down now, ball at the 33.
Let's go
1st
now.
and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Here we go. Set.
Again to throw on 2nd. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Here we go.
3rd and long for him here. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield. He could really use a good one here. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. Coach John Harbaugh sending his Ravens offense back to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
Set up.
Setting him on the dive. That's some excellent work to drive him all the way out past the 30-yard line. And after the play, one of the Colts still out there injured. We get a brief stoppage here as they check on him. 1st and 10 from the 32.
19 tight. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Caught quickly on the slant. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route, he actually to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 from the 43. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Come on. Set 18. Hawk 70. Hawks. Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That short yardage slot just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
And the Ravens first down.
70 Lions.
First and 10, looking to throw. And back to Flowers they go. And they take it out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Run become a quarterback's best friend to that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass, gets you some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
At the 10-yard line.
19. Go.
From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens are running them out of the building. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens continue adding on to that lead.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. His return starts at the 5. Shoots away from one. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Colts ready to take the field. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
Back to throw on 1st and 10. Looking right, and he finds him. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
To number 48.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw.
21-yard line.
Gets him on a quick hitter. He gets it up to the 35, but this is short. 3rd down coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Gotta keep this one and go. The first down. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him.
Got it. Ready?
They've got first down here from the 36.
Get it. Viking 18.
No go play action. Finds him on the crossing line. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing that point that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Let's go.
He keeps it himself. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
With the screen to Taylor. That screen snipped out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback don't get upset with that first down because this. You call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Oh, no, he lost control of another one. And they scoop it up, time to push the lines. Hop on the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down the distance.
Shotgun now on third down. Short pass brought in. And that will not be enough for a first down. They'll send out the punting unit. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. With touchdowns on their last two drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out.
Okay, ready?
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
70.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
He's going to throw it. On the move, headed right. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be escorted out along that 35-yard line. Pick up of 12 on that play. That's going to be Baltimore first. He's set to go now from the 35.
First down, Ravens.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Cup 19. Cup 19.
They'll throw it here on first. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. He's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for the Ravens. First down.
You know, Kate, years ago, my high school receiver and I got together for football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw in that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
Get it? Panther 60. Panther. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Colts as they get somebody out there to tend to him. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds the end route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock. So it's target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work. Every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Ravens about to be just the 3rd team to ever finish the regular season unbeaten. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Set. Bronco. Go.
Give right up the gut to him. No one up the middle, none outside either, Brock. So give him just 2 yards on that carry. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's set up to throw it. He's in over the middle. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
Every tight end worth his salt and wants it. Really crave man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was running Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready.
They're going to pass it here. Buying some time right. That one's incomplete in the end zone. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He'd been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
18, pioneer.
Second and goal, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't moving out. They're able to drop it. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Here he goes, third and long. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
Even the best of them could be hurrying into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Well, I guess 3 isn't enough to pad the lead. They're pulling out all the stops. It's fourth and goal. They'll throw for it. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Ravens continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. You've got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Luke tacks on the extra point, and they'll continue adding to their lead.
63, Colts 3.
Here's Luke to kick it away. Starting from the 5. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for him. Back now, pressure coming. No place to go. Ravens take him down. After one play of this drive, might already be in trouble. Pushing back for second down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He had it for all. Running defensive play. Jarring loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and that's third down.
Sets up a third down and 18.
They're going to throw out of the gun. It's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, looks like the 30. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Before they bring him down on the return. The Ravens and Zay Flowers ready for another look on offense. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Ready, go!
On first and 10, it's Henry. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So the Ravens will fly home with the win. Well, Brock, the playoffs didn't materialize for them this year, but at least they were able to rally together here in this final week and close the campaign out with a victory.
Yeah, you know, once those playoffs are out of the picture, your focus really becomes building some hope for next season. Ending things on a good note and getting people excited about your tape and what's to come in the future. And in this win, we certainly saw some of those moments that make me excited to see them chase the playoffs next season.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Indy.